to This Ain't the Scene. It's a podcast. It's been a while, but we're back again. And Josh, how you doing?
We back, baby.
We back, baby.
We back, baby. Yeah, I'm good.
It's been a big old weekend. A weekend that I was not involved in, but Josh was. And you went to Slam Dunk.
Yeah, I'm dying on the inside and on the outside.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was really
Just
good.
overall.
I genuinely, before we filmed,
Yeah.
I stole some of my wife's cream that is supposed to hide defects, and I just put it on the bags under my eyes.
Got my mess.
You know, like that stuff that you put the purple on your teeth and it makes it white.
Oh yeah.
I was like, if I put this on the bags under my eyes, maybe I won't look like a corpse.
What, the purple?
Not the purple
Oh,
stuff,
right.
but like a face equivalent.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. Your face whitener.
Yeah. Well, before we get into talking about Slam Dunk, what have you been doing for the past week? There's a lot of new music that came out.
There is. We're gonna do.
We missed a week, so yeah, there's a lot to talk about.
There's actually not as much as I thought. I had tried to refresh my brain today. There's not as much as I thought, but the stuff that is out is
Big. It's good.
Big stuff.
Yeah.
Not like I drink again now.
How's that going?
I love it, man. I miss it so much.
Dreaming.
I just said to you before, like,
I
I
went.
was like, oh, I've just watched Baby Reindeer, and he was like, oh yeah, it's good, isn't it? I was like, it's intense. That's why I started drinking again.
I went to the lakes with some friends like the last weekend.
Oh yeah, so
That's why we couldn't film.
yeah, it was lovely.
And there's another reason why I couldn't film because I went to a gig. But I went to the lakes with some friends, and I've drunk. It's the most I've drunk, and like I'm done now for the year. Like that's me sorted. I've had enough Guinness to set me for the next 2 years of my life.
Yeah,
It was a lot.
do you know what? Before it came out, Emily said, "Oh, you should ask Jordan and Laura if they want to come out and have some drinks sometime or like, hang out." And I was like, "I don't think either of them drink. It will just be us fucked.
I mean, that sounds good to me. We're up for
It should be
that.
us absolutely
Yeah,
battered and them
steaming.
judging us."
We're just like, this is funny. No, yeah, we'd be up for that. Let's do it.
and get battered.
But yeah, the other reason why we didn't film last Monday is because I went to a gig in Manchester,
Right.
and I didn't tell you what gig I went to. Did you work out what gig it was?
I did, because it was literally fucking everywhere. You were like, yeah, I'm not going to tell you because it's not what you'd expect. And I was like, and then I pulled my phone out. I was like, don't search it. I was like, all right. But then it was literally everywhere.
Yeah. Fucking Nickelback.
Yeah,
It
boy.
was so good.
Was it?
It was awesome.
To be fair, like Nickelback.
Nickelback are sick.
I don't know if I'd go and see them live.
Honestly, it was great. It's what you'd expect.
Where did they play in Manchester?
The arena. Like at AO.
Sheesh.
Ow.
I was going to say, are they that big?
Yeah.
they are. Because they are. They're
'cause they are.
fucking Nickelback.
It was good, man. Like, honestly, I don't understand. I've never really understood the full hate for Nickelback when it was like a big thing.
Neither have I. I mean, I do understand that hate. It's because they were successful. That's their hate.
Well, and also, like, it is a bit just fucking stupid. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's like the same with like Kid Rock
Yeah, but I think
and like Limp Bizkit are a thing. Like Limp Bizkit are great, but they're dumb as fuck.
it is dumb as fuck. Yeah, but I think
It's not bad. It's great.
I think the difference with like something like Nickelback is like it's that like kind of cringiness in a way. Is a little bit cringy, like some of the songs. You've got songs
The
like
last song that I heard was something about what was
just San Quentin.
No, something about Coke or something like go roller
Oh yeah,
coaster.
yeah.
That's the one.
That's a shit song. Honestly, it's great, but it's shit. That's what I mean. It's stuff like that. Like they'll do a song that sounds like Metallica. It's got like the fattest 7-string drop B fucking riff ever, and then the next song is like that weird funk song.
Coca-Cola roller coaster.
And then they'll do like a acoustic ballad.
Yeah.
And then they'll have another song. There's one song, right? And the lyrics, every time I listen to it, it makes me laugh. The first lyric of the song is, "I like your pants around your feet."
Oh, I know that
What
one.
fucking shit is that?
Yeah. I've heard that one because that got clipped up and fucking memed the shit out of.
I like your pads around your feet. Bum, bunk.
Didn't someone like do like a version where it was like, I like the pants around your feet. I like your feet around your feet. And they just like cut it like in lots of ridiculous ways.
Yeah, maybe.
Fucking men.
But no, they were good. It was good. It was good.
They have an album called Dark Horse.
Yeah, that was a good album.
That's riffs, man.
Yeah, that
riff.
one and the one before it, which is I think called All the Right Reasons or All the Wrong Reasons, something like that.
Was that after
That was before Dark Horse.
Sunny Side Up?
That was after that.
Silver Side Up.
Silver Side Up, yeah. It's the one with photograph on. Look at this graph.
Yeah, classic. Classic. They're so memeable, man.
That's what I mean.
They're
But
so
I
memeable.
think the good thing about them is like they know that, and like by them knowing that and just going with it, just made it better for them.
Yeah.
And now they're just like this band that you can't touch because no matter what meme you do, it's just gonna roll off their back, and it's like that's fucking great.
I think so. It was like they got like big at the perfect time where like radio play was the thing, where like all of the rock they basically got in with all the rock stations in America, and they were just shoveled down everyone's neck, and then they became the biggest band. But I think the only reason that people hated them, I've watched loads of like videos like trying to break down like why people don't like Nickelback. I think in America because I think they got a lot of like backing by radio stations and stuff like that. Whenever you turned it on,
Just Nickelback.
it was fucking Nickelback, and they were shoved down everyone's throats so much that everyone just went, "This is fucking garbage," and they didn't think it was garbage. They're just sick of hearing it.
They got some fat riffs though. Like honestly, big fat chunky riffs.
Big fat riffs.
And they're good. But
Well,
yeah,
did they have any sports? Or was it just,
it was like so. There was a band that was from TikTok, I think they were from Sheffield, and they did something. I don't know what they did. They did a version of a Nickelback song, and it got pretty big on TikTok. And they were just like, "Oh, let's just take them on a European tour."
Fuck.
So
man.
yeah, it was just like
Shit.
these guys from Sheffield, and they
That's
came
fun,
out
isn't it?
and they did a song with them. And you know, I'm not a fan of Oasis, and obviously they were in Manchester, and they're a British band supporting Nickelback, so they came out and they did fucking what's it called? What's it called? Not the fuck. What's the one of the big Oasis songs?
Wonderwall.
Not that one. The other one.
Champagne Supernova.
Not that one. The other
Live
one.
Forever.
Not that one. The other one.
Importance of Being Idle.
No, I can't remember. One of them.
Big one.
The big one.
I feel like I've done all the big ones.
Nah, there's definitely one you're missing.
Pass. Hard pass.
We're not Oasis fans, so who fucking knows? But they did one of those.
They did a song.
And I was like, everyone fucking loved it because obviously it was Manchester. And I was like, fucking yes, man, fucking Manchester. And I'm just like, fuck off. I was like, this fucking dickheads. Oh, yeah.
Manchester.
No, big love to Manchester. I just don't like Oasis.
Yeah, fair. Fair. What else have I done? I haven't really done.
Listen to some sick fucking music, like
I
the new
listened
Bring
to-
Me the Horizon album.
Yeah, I've given it. I don't know. You tell me your opinion first.
Okay, I really, really like it. I think it's different. It's always different. No matter what Bring Me album you're going to listen to, you're never going to get the same as the last album. It's always going to be different. And I like it. You going to sneeze or are you waiting for me to stop talking?
No, I thought I was going to sneeze, but I think it's gone.
Yeah, and I like it. I think it's good. My main thing, the best way to describe it is the album is just full of anime opening songs.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. So, my opinion. Well, I've given it 2 listens so far. It hasn't, like, grabbed me,
Okay.
like, fully. I think it's good.
I need to listen to it more. I've listened to it maybe like 3 times in total.
Yeah, it wasn't one of them where, like... But I think part of it was... I don't know the ratio, but it felt like a lot of the songs I'd heard before. Like, they'd been singles. Do you know what I
I
mean?
know what you mean.
So I feel like...
And the ones that you hadn't heard were similar to the singles, so it was like you kind of knew what you were expecting.
Yeah. I think it wasn't like... But I feel like, yeah, with Bring Me, with the first singles that they've done for like this release run, the first one blew me away, and then it became gradually less like, fuck, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Because it was just like, that's exactly what I expected. It wasn't like they just went, have this thing, and it's so different that it, like, knocks your bloody pants off, because you already, like, have heard a lot of it, and you kind of, from those songs, I already had the vibe, like, down. Do you know what I mean? It didn't just, like, hit me. The song with Under Oath's really good.
Yeah.
There's a couple of others on there that weren't singles that I was like, yeah, it's fucking good.
The first one, the Utopia one, is pretty cool.
Yeah, have you seen this website thing that they've done as well?
No.
Right, don't quote me on this because the website wouldn't work on mobile, and I keep meaning to look at it on desktop. But they've created a website which is all like the crazy anime imagery shit, but it's like a computer system, and it's got all of the unreleased songs off the album,
Okay.
and you can listen to them all,
Oh,
which is pretty cool.
that's cool.
I don't know how many there is, or like,
Check that out.
yeah, but it looks like a pretty fucking cool idea.
Fair.
Looks like they've just dumped everything
Mm.
and just gone fucking.
Well, yeah, because it's that last song on the album that's like 7 minutes long, but it's not. It's only like 4 minutes, and then there's like silence until the end, and then it's like, would you like to start again?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Have you not got to that bit yet?
I think I have, but I think
You just skip past it 'cause it's silence for ages.
yeah, I might have. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I probably because I'd listened to it when I was driving, and I might have just got to the end and just been, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, fuck. But no, it's really cool. Yeah, there's some good songs on there. The fucking, what's it called? That N, is it NA?
Maybe.
N/A.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. They all. I mean, they all sounded good. There was a few standout ones. The Under Earth one really stood out to me, and the opening track really stood out to me. The opening track's got a really good riff at the beginning as well. Yeah, it's like a little bit like grungy, that riff.
Yeah, but also I saw something the other day. It's a Def Havana song.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I don't know which Def Havana song it is.
It reminded me of what's that basement riff?
Oh yeah, it's very similar to that, isn't it?
Like that thing. Yeah, like chugs and bends.
It is very grungy.
Yeah, but I mean, I liked it, and it I think that was a good way to open it because it felt different as well.
Yes, I do agree.
It wasn't like super choppy, chuggy nonsense.
The whole like, what do we call it?
Hyper
pop.
pop.
Is it this one? I don't think it's this one.
We call it hyper pop. I don't know if that's the right term.
Oh,
no.
wait, let me start it again. I pressed the wrong one.
You fuck. That's a bit close, that. What's that song called?
Sing,
Sing by Def Havana.
and then let's just find the.
I think that was that a single? That was a single, wasn't it? Pretty close.
Pretty similar. But also, I quite like. Well, do I like? We talked about this before with the Def Havana, with the Boston Manor song. It's all very Deftones.
Nah,
There's Deftones-ness to it.
there is, but I think it's different enough for it to be fine. That Boston Manor one wasn't different enough.
It was definitely just Deftones.
It was just Deftones.
Mm.
I think there's, but I mean, it's. Do you know what it is? It's the shoegazers had like a big resurgence, and Deftones is essentially metal that's influenced by shoegaze.
Yeah, I guess.
And I guess because shoegaze has become bigger again, people are just taking that influence, and it comes out a bit Deftonesy every time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
All on point.
What
But yeah, I
else?
mean, shoegaze was a thing like in like the early, like, or was it late 90s, early 2000s? I mean, if you feel like it's come back now.
Yeah, there's more of that.
But you
kind
get
of
like
shit.
shoegaze bands on like full hardcore festivals, like the
Yeah,
what's the
there's
big
quite-
hardcore? What's the big hardcore
Outbreak.
festival? Outbreak.
There's
Yeah,
quite a lot of shoegazy bands.
it's like the other year. Like it felt like it was all just like heavy shit every year. Like let's go hardcore bands, and every year I'd be like that lineup looks fucking sick. Let's go. And then the other year it was just all of a sudden like here's just a load of shoegaze bands,
Well,
some
Citizen-
hardcore bands, and then a couple of rappers. And I was just
Yeah.
like, what?
Citizen have been at Outbreak Festival for a while.
They have. They
When it
always
used to-
had that weird crossover.
When
there.
it used to be in Leeds, I remember there was one year. I think maybe the last time it was in Leeds. There was Citizen with like the headline. kind of
yeah.
band. Like Citizen aren't a hardcore band.
Yeah.
It's definitely shoegazy.
Yeah, definitely. But it's like if you listen to Love Is Noise,
I don't think so.
they're like very Deftonesy, but
Mm.
it's like that shoegaze influence.
Mm.
So it's a lot of like drop A low tuned guitars.
Yeah.
and then
yeah.
soundscapey.
Soundscapiness.
You know what I mean?
Another big old fat fucking riffy boy of a big chunky son of a bitch song that's been released is that Electric Callboy and Baby Metal song.
I listened to that this morning because I realised I hadn't listened to it yet.
Fucking sick.
It's very
It's
good.
very good.
It's exactly what I expected.
Yeah,
It's
it's-
like just
Yeah, it's like perfect.
as soon as that like kick comes in
Yeah.
and it's like I was like, here we
Yeah,
go.
yeah. I like it. It works so well, like the Electric Callboy stuff and the Baby Metal stuff. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just you can clearly see like it doesn't sound like they've tried to make something together and make something new. It's very much kind of like this is the Electric Callboy bit, this is the Baby Metal bit,
Yeah.
and like
And
it's
it just
just
works.
It's just them, but it works so well
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's very good.
And then like the chorus bit, like her vocals works so well over the Electric Callboy stuff.
I've not listened to a lot of Baby Metal. I remember when they first came out, I listened to them, but I've not listened to them a lot since. Yeah, that one, Chocolate.
Fucking bop.
Bop. But do they? Because she sings in English.
Yeah.
Do they sing in English a lot?
There's quite a few songs
Is
that
there?
are in English, yeah.
I was because when I got to that bit, I was like, oh, because I've never heard any of their stuff
Well, the
where
verse,
they sing in English.
the verse in the Electric Callboy song's in Japanese.
The what?
The verse.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, but
When
it's,
she
but
sings
it's when it got to the
chorus.
chorus, pre-chorus.
Yeah.
When she starts singing in English, I was like, oh,
Yeah, no,
I
they,
didn't know if
they,
that was
they
like
do
a
a lot of like English bits,
that's cool.
but most
That's
Japanese
cool.
English kind of thing. But it's good.
Another single
Bah.
that's not that new anymore, but
Bah.
we haven't talked about it.
Bah.
Static Dresser Back, baby.
I've not listened to it.
Shut up,
Yeah.
mate.
Is it good?
We'll listen to it as soon as we finish.
I've listened.
There's a guitar riff in it that's unbelievable.
I've seen like everyone just basically be like, "This is the best fucking thing ever."
Mate. And then you just gone, I'll listen at some point. Just fucking listen to it. I literally messaged you on the day, you fanny.
Yeah, and I just went.
Sorry, I'm really passionate about Static Dress.
And I just went, yeah, okay.
Shit. Mate, it's
good?
got a riff in it.
Big fat riffer.
It's got a riff, like slow octave
Oh yeah.
fuzz. Boom, 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 boom. All that shit.
All right, sick. What's
It's
your favourite?
really fucking
After
good.
this, we'll put it up.
Yeah, it's really good. It's got like, it's one of those songs that takes you on a fucking journey.
Oh yeah.
It like starts off like quite old school emo-y,
Mm.
then big chorus, then into like some like doomy riffs. It's just like, it's epic,
Like
man.
sludge metal.
Yeah, it's a journey.
Fair.
And I loved every second of it.
Was there anything else that's come out?
No, I had a look. To be honest, there's other things like that. Say Anything, Cum Band. You know, do you remember the Cum Band?
We're
we
not
talked
talking about that come band again.
Um,
Oh, I tell you what did come out. Is Bill Murray. He released some new stuff and it's
He did.
fucking great.
I spent my entire evening the other day listening to Bill Murray.
He's great, man.
It was
Honestly.
really good.
The band Camino are very good. They released.
You like them? I've never
I
really
like
listened to them.
They're very poppy, but they released a new EP.
They're like a guitar nerd band, though, right?
I wouldn't say a guitar nerd band. It's more of like
It's like indie, isn't it?
it's got like pop. It's like pop rock kind of stuff.
Okay.
You know, I feel like it's maybe like songwriter nerd kind of stuff more than guitar nerd kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But if you like guitar, you'll probably like Band Camino because it's just they write some fucking good guitar lines. Yeah, that's about it. I think I can't think of anything else that has come out. I'm looking at my new release thing on my YouTube music. Because fuck you, Spotify.
Fucking YouTube music. I can't believe you're still committed to it.
It's good, man. Well, it's good because now I don't have to watch any ads on YouTube, and I've got all the songs I need.
Yeah, to be fair.
And do you know what? Do you know what? Right, whenever I get to the end of an album, it just continues playing more songs.
Yeah.
It knows what I want.
Spotify does that, though.
Yeah, but I feel like Spotify never knows what I want. Spotify just plays the same old shit I always get. Whereas, like, I feel like this is
To be
like
fair,
different.
Shuffle on Spotify is whack.
We've been through this before. We're not getting into it again, but it's trash. Talk to me about Slam Dunk Festival.
Let me take you on a journey.
We're going on a journey, boys.
So I made a
Are
load
we
of
doing?
notes.
Are we doing a?
Look.
Fucking hell, that's a lot of notes. Jesus Christ.
I made a lot of notes, man.
Okay. Are we doing a tier list? Can we put a tier
We're
list?
going to tier it at the end.
We'll tier it at
So
the end.
basically, what I've done is I'm going to walk you through my day.
Do I need to get the whiteboard out again?
No, I've got it all documented
I
here.
don't have a pen.
I've got it all
Have
documented
you
here,
got
so we can slap it up.
SFAGZP on it?
No, but I've got we can rank them though. Everything's got a score, so we can rank it. We can rank it.
Okay.
We can give it scores, so we can go top to bottom.
Yeah.
let's go.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay. So obviously, just if you don't know, I wasn't at Slam Dunk. Josh was at Slam Dunk, and it started off bad,
Right,
to
yeah.
say the least. So take me from the top. From the top, I just can't stop.
So, background is ready for Slam Dunk. I'm not going to lie, to be honest, the week running up to it, I was kind of over it already.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, man. So, if you don't know, last year's Slam Dunk was a bit of a shit show.
Big old shit show.
So, they had
was
loads
great.
of problems with parking. You didn't get out of the car park till like 1 o'clock in the morning.
We got it in okay, which was.
Oh, but that's never a problem. Is it?
Well, no, it was. It was last year because at Hatfield, people couldn't get
Hatfield,
in.
yeah, Hatfield
and they
was a
missed
problem.
like half the day.
Yeah.
because they were stuck in traffic for the whole thing. So we got in okay. Getting out was a bit dodgy, but
Yeah, dude. Also, I didn't eat because you couldn't get food.
yeah, the food ran out by
Can you
like
remember
4
when
o'clock.
Can you remember when I was queuing for that vegan hot dog?
Yeah, and I was like 3 in
And
front
you
of
were
you.
3 in front. He was 3 in front. Bearing in mind, Jordan's not vegan, right? So I was getting my little vegan hot dog, and he was just dipping his little toes in, and he was like 3 people in front of me, and he was waiting to collect it. And I got to the front of the queue after queuing for about 45 minutes.
It's probably longer than that.
And then they went, "Soz guys, no more food." And then they dropped the shutter.
Yeah. But no more, not even no more vegan hot
And
dogs. No more food.
no more food.
No chips.
So
No
people-
fucking onions. Can't even like scoop up
Nothing,
the onions.
mate.
Nothing.
And people were still, there was probably about 100 people queuing,
Yeah, it was
right?
mad.
So they dropped the thing and they were like, really sorry, we got nothing. Everyone left. 10 minutes later,
We're back
they
up
raised
again.
the shutters again. Basically, it got so out of hand that they just went, we need to pretend we don't have anything to get rid of all these people.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So I just didn't eat, which wasn't ideal. Toilets,
Oh,
You-
overflowing.
you couldn't go to the toilet,
You didn't
basically.
know if it was piss.
Basically,
shit,
all of your...
fucking sick.
It was non-stop human rights violations from every angle.
It was rough.
Yeah, and you had to get this lovely experience. You paid 120 quid to get just repeatedly shafted at anything that you wanted to do to survive.
So basically, last year wasn't great. So that's
Wasn't
why
great.
I did decide not to go this year. However, you did.
Yes.
So was this year any better?
and we took our daughter last year as well. So that made it more stressful. We decided that we were going to take again this year, and we were like, so part of me was like, there's probably not a better time to go because last year was not good. So they're going to do everything to make
it
that
better.
not happen again.
Yeah.
As we got up to it, I could see the weather forecast was not good.
It was bad.
And I was kind of on the verge of if
If it keeps raining, you're not going.
I'm not that arsed. I was like, if we decide not to go, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. I looked at the lineup. I did my Clash Finder, and it actually all came down. I was talking to someone about it. I did my Clash Finder, and then I would talk to a few people that I usually bump into there, and I was like, "Oh, you going?" And they were like, "Nope." And I was like, "Oh, how come?" They're like, "Lineup's trash." And I was like, "Well, I've just done my Clash Finder, and I've got like loads of bands."
Lineup was decent. Like I
And-
know in the past I've
and-
talked shit about the lineup, but he's all right this year.
But then I was like, I've got loads of bands on my Clash Finder, but they're not particularly bands that I want to see. They're bands that I will see because I'm there.
yeah.
Like-
That's what I felt.
Yeah.
I was like, they're not bands that I want to see, but if I was there and I could go, I would go see them.
Because like the Blackout, for example, love the Blackout.
Yeah.
I think Blackout are great, but I was like, I can't want to see them that much because they toured last year and I didn't go.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I did it.
I would love. I'll go see the Blackout. Great, great opportunity. Let's go. But like, I can't want to see them that much. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was my vibe at the start. So woke up
Go
on Sunday morning. It had been pissing it down
Pissing it
for
down
the last however long.
all night.
And they do another festival called Live at Leeds
The
on
day before.
The day before. So they basically put an announcement out at about 9 o'clock in the morning?
Probably maybe a bit later than that. It must have been like 10.
Yeah, so we were planning on getting there. We were planning on leaving the house.
Doors
at
open at 12, bear in mind.
Yeah, so we were planning on leaving the house. You could get in at 11.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, you could get in at 11, and music started at 11:40.
Okay.
So we were planning on getting there for 11. Just get in. Let's go. 9 o'clock, maybe a bit later. they were like, by the way, guys, there will be no parking.
That was when I saw that in the morning. I was like, "That's fucking insane."
They were like, everyone can have a refund.
No parking.
Yeah, everyone can have a refund.
For how many people do you reckon? Maybe
So
60,000 people.
They had 3 fields last year.
It must be at least 60,000 people.
Oh yeah.
So like that's
And a lot of people will drive.
yeah, because I mean, not everyone is able to go.
Leeds.
And also, it's not even in the city centre, so you have to like get a bus.
Yeah. So for clarity, I can walk.
Yeah, you live around the corner, so it's not too bad.
It's like 25-minute walk.
Yeah.
It's not a problem for me. But because we had our daughter, we were like, we really
Not ideal to walk.
Yeah. Because we got all this shit
Yeah.
that we need to take. So that threw a spanner in the works.
Wouldn't it be sick if she could have like one of those things that Yoda sits in, like Baby Yoda? They're like
just a little
floats.
pod.
Yeah, that'd be so good.
Sick, mate.
That'd be so good.
So we deliberated for about an hour on what we were gonna do, and then we decided, fuck it. So we had a mate that lives significantly closer, so we were like to the festival site. So we were like, right, we're gonna park there,
Nice.
and then we're gonna walk.
Yeah,
and it was
yeah.
like 15-minute walk.
Oh, okay,
so
it's not too
20
bad.
minutes.
Yeah.
So we're like, right, we'll do that, and then we'll go from there. It was like not raining at this point, so the reason that they closed the car park is because
It rained so much.
The ground was so wet that it would just all get churned up.
You wouldn't be able to drive.
It would be a disaster.
You get stuck. Yeah.
And I imagine that they had they used the same parking as Live in Leeds for the day before, and it was already looking like a bit of a shit show.
Because I've been there a few times, like parked there a few times, and it's just a field.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like a dirt track in a field.
Yeah.
That's all it is. So like you can't. Yeah, to be able to get like I don't know however many cars, a couple of thousand cars in it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fucking crazy.
Yeah, not good. So they did that announcement first, no parking. So they suggested people parked in town
Then got the bus.
and got a free shuttle bus.
Yeah.
Which, so my opinion on this whole thing is, I think that they made the right choice by doing that.
Yeah.
100%, because it would have caused so many problems.
And after
last year's problems,
they were like, we need to fucking do something.
because they can't go, well, it's rain, what do you expect? Because
Yeah.
people just go, well, we had problems last year, this is a shit show.
Yeah.
So I completely get it, made the right decision. Then another announcement came, basically saying, anyone with an accessibility ticket,
Oh yeah.
we strongly advise you don't come and we'll refund you.
What? I didn't see that.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
So Emily saw that, and she was like, well, if the ground's that wet, we're not getting the pushchair fucking anywhere.
Yeah.
That's not happening. That's when we deliberated again. And we were like, right, we're just sacking off the pushchair. We're just going to strap her to us, carry her. She can walk for a bit, do whatever.
Yeah.
Which, again, I think was the best decision. Because it would have just been carnage.
Fair.
With all of that, in all of those announcements and all of that happening, the first thing that I noticed when we walked down, you could come down the hill, you can look over the fences and stuff, and you can kind of see inside.
Yeah.
So we got there we were planning to get there for 11, we got there about 12:30. So we missed a couple of bands, but we'll get into that. It was dead.
Really?
Yeah, it was so much quieter, especially from last year.
Yeah.
When it felt like you couldn't move anywhere.
It
It was so much quieter. But it's difficult to tell whether people just went, it's just not bother.
Yeah. Later.
Or they changed the layout changes and the things that they changed, because they changed a lot of stuff.
Okay.
So they changed where all the food vendors are. They changed the toilets. Everything was so much better. But it's hard to tell how many people just didn't come.
Yeah.
Versus what impact the changes had.
Okay, fair.
But it was significantly better once you're in there.
Last year, like, there was that bit, that like fucking canal.
Yeah.
That like went
Bad,
they
man.
put all the food vendors on one side and then all the other food vendors on the other side, and it was in just like this
like trough of like chaos.
And it was just hundreds of thousands of people, 1,000 people in like this little fucking bit.
It was
you
mad.
couldn't move, and you didn't know where the queue started.
Yeah, because all the queues merged.
Like, it was insane.
So this year they put the food everywhere.
Good.
So they
Makes way more
they
sense.
dotted it all about.
I don't know why you'd
and
put them all in one place.
the toilet problem last year. They had like toilet blocks. If you remember, they had like sections where they put little bits of toilet. Like they just went, all the toilets are here, all the toilets are here, all the toilets are here. So you would end up with people again queuing, like making mad queues everywhere.
Yeah.
What they did this time is they essentially lined the toilet cubicles all the way around the festival.
Oh, okay.
So they were just kind of
Everywhere.
you could look at a wall and go, toilets there,
Yeah.
and you could just go in.
Fair.
And there was only ever like one person waiting to go into a cubicle.
That's good.
It was so much better.
That's good.
They had the urinals and stuff, which we will definitely get into later. But yeah, it was just way, way better.
Right, so we haven't even got to the fucking bands yet, but overall, it was better. Even though it was pissing down with rain, it was muddy as dicks.
Yeah.
All right, good. I'm glad.
So
Because Slam Dunk, the thing is that annoyed me last year was the fact that it was always such a good festival.
yeah,
And to see it go tits up was just like heartbreaking almost.
yeah, I felt
You know
just
what I mean?
bad for everyone involved.
Yeah.
Like it was just not
Not
good.
good. But no, it's good to hear that it did better this year,
Yeah.
despite the rain.
So we got there for the first one. So we missed Caskets, RTO. Do you know RTO?
Oh, yeah, they were Leeds band.
Leeds band.
They'd Slam
And
Slam
Red Jumpsuit.
Fair. Oh, they play first.
They played pretty early on.
Fair. I mean, they got one song, let's be honest.
She. So we got there for Head Automatica, which was good. It was good. What, to be fair, once we were in, so with all of these announcements and stuff, we thought it was going to be an absolute shit show in there, and it was just going to be just absolute carnage. Ground 1, 2 muddy, and I was like, oh, let's get some bevs in, boy. So we got some bevs in. Watched Head Automatica.
All right, what's your views for Head Automatica?
Head Automatica are great. One problem with them.
Hang on, what's your scoring system? You said you had a weird scoring system.
So my scoring system for bands is they get a score for vibe,
Yeah.
banger ratio,
Ah.
and performance.
Okay.
And performance will take into account lighting. They'll take into account
yeah.
just what's going on.
So
stage.
then at the end, where we tier all these, is that all going to add up to?
Yeah, man.
Okay, cool.
Out of 30, so
Right.
each band will get a score out of 30.
All right, you can be in charge of putting that together.
I'm gonna put that together, boy. So yeah, Head Automatica, really good. So one thing that I noticed, so they did basically one album back in the day.
Yeah.
Called Decadence.
Yeah.
So on the poster it says like Decadence,
In full.
however many years anniversary.
Oh, okay. They meant like we're going to play the one album we have in full.
Well, it says Decadence, whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
But in my head, I thought it was that. We're doing Decadence front to back.
Yeah.
Because if it's an anniversary thing.
Yeah, you would. Usually would.
Yeah, they didn't.
Okay.
They didn't. Which,
Mark down.
yeah, it has been that down. Because I was fully ready for that.
Yeah.
They have started releasing new music again now,
Mm.
which is very good. So they did some of that. It was
How
really
old are
good.
they now? Must be in their late 40s.
The singer is still handsome as fuck, man.
Bet.
He looks like Negan from Walking Dead.
Oh yeah.
Like, but
We
a little bit older and grayer, a bit
started-
silver. And
I started
just handsome,
watching,
man.
rewatching Supernatural.
Is he in that?
Yeah, he's their dad.
I never watched that. What's Supernatural about? Werewolves and shit.
No. Supernatural. Supernatural is these two brothers called Sam and Dean Winchester, and they're hunters, and they hunt the things that go bump in the night, basically. So like vampires, werewolves, demons, God, the devil.
Is it for teenage girls? I feel like my sister watched this.
Maybe a little bit, but it's still fucking good.
Is it Gilmore Girls?
It's well, the guy Sam used to be in Gilmore Girls.
Of course he did.
Yeah. But anyway, Jeffrey Dean
It's
Morgan.
the OC with vampires.
Yeah, it's fucking good. It's like Scooby Doo, but like for edgy teenagers back
Okay,
in the
cool.
early 2000s.
I'm not sure if Emily's watched it. I might watch it.
It's so good, honestly.
Is it one of them where there's like loads of them though?
Oh, there's 15 seasons, and there's 23
Fuck off.
episodes in each season. It only finished like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and it started in 2005. It's been going on for 15 years.
That's mental.
Yeah.
Does it get shit? at the
It
end?
gets weird.
Okay.
But anyway,
Yeah, because you start running out of monsters.
yeah. Well, yeah. At one point, they like kill God. It's a whole thing.
Oh, shit.
But anyway, Jeffrey Dean Morgan's in that. Go on.
Yeah, but there was loads of fucking bops. I think as well. I have remarked this one when I got to the end of the list because I was on a high at that point because I built it up into my head that it was going to be a shit show, and it was actually fine.
Okay, fair.
But so vibe, I give it a 9. The vibe is probably higher than it would be, but my vibe, because I just got there and I was like, oh,
this is good.
this is fine.
Having a great time.
And that's when I messaged the group chat saying vibes are good.
Vibes are good.
But then it didn't send till this morning.
Didn't you just send vibes?
I don't know.
I don't even think you said vibes are good. You just
I don't
messaged
know.
saying vibes.
Maybe I was too excited.
Vibes, dude.
Vibes,
my guy.
But it didn't send till this morning.
Yeah, and then
Mark
Mark
just
was
replied
like,
with "Good to know."
Mark was like, what?
Like, good to know. Cheers, man. So yeah, vibe was a 9. Banger ratio was a 6.
Okay.
Not.
I mean, to be fair, I couldn't really. I couldn't tell you any Head on Automatica song.
Being House Baby. You know Being House Baby.
Yeah, but like I
Other
wouldn't.
than that.
Yeah.
This is television.
I would only know it if I listened to it. I wouldn't be able to tell you the name of the song.
Yeah. But yeah, but I think the reason that I've given it a 6 and not like a 2 because they've had 2 bangers that I knew.
Yeah.
You could tell that they were bangers, and the people that were there were like,
yeah.
If you knew it, you were like, whoa, oh boy, let's go, mama. Performance 8, they were very good.
Fair.
Singer's very good.
To be fair, I saw some clips.
I described the singer of Head Automatica to my mate. I was like, he's got a really cool voice, but he sounds like when I record a video, which I might just dump some in this for YouTube of probably like bands and then me singing like a drunk person. But it's like when you record a band and you're drunk singing along and then you watch it back and all of the notes are there, but all of the tonalities off. It's like there's like no
Just
real
vowels.
words.
He's just singing vowels.
I was like, that's his vibe.
Yeah, I saw some clips. People posted online, and it seemed good. To be fair.
Yeah. I actually just added in another one in while we were talking because I forgot that I saw this band. And they were on straight after Head Automatic, I do believe. So I've just shoehorned it in here. And it's a band that I didn't think I knew until I was doing this video thing with you.
Wait, can we just go back? What was the total score?
So the total score is 23.
23. Put it on the screen.
You like a big number there, and it's going to explode and shit.
Okay.
23.
You edited this then?
15. I'm just checking my maps. Yep. 20.
Okay, so.
23.
All right, next band.
We the Kings.
Oh, yes.
I didn't know this band existed really until I
mean?
did this video with you.
What?
And did that song. So I knew they existed, but I was like, I don't know any of their
Fucking
songs.
Check Yes Julia is like a
Turns out-
2010 fucking banger.
Yeah, but it turns out I didn't know that they did that song.
Did you not?
Nah. I just thought it was.
To be fair-
I thought it was just like a song that's existed forever in like emo lore, and it doesn't really belong to anyone.
It's just there.
It just exists.
Yeah, fair. Like fucking Teenage Dirtbag.
Yeah, it's just there, man.
That's fair.
But do you know what? I haven't scored these yet, so I'm going to score these on the fly. Because they were I really enjoyed them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fair.
And do you know what? The vibe was a straight up. I'm just doing this on the fly, so this might just skew everything that I've got
Oh,
planned.
this has ruined it.
But
if
the
if
vibe-
fucking We the Kings win this, it'll be
The
fuming.
vibe was a 10.
Shoo!
Because that guy's got banter as well.
Yeah, he's really big on TikTok at the moment.
He's really funny, man. He kept like they would do a song, and they started playing Wonderwall, and then like everyone like started getting ready to like started singing along and stuff, and then he just stopped and he just went, "Fuck you guys." And I was just like, mint.
Fuming.
Yeah. He also made everyone do. He was like, my daughter created a dance for this song, and I need you all to do it so I can film it and show it to her. And it was essentially like everyone did the like crouch down, but when you jumped up, you had to do like the inflatable tube man. And it was just thousands of people like. But he's a funny guy.
Fair.
I liked him. He was a really good vibe. Banger ratio, I'm gonna give that a 5.
Okay.
Because I only knew one song. granted, that
it is
it
a
popped
fucking
off.
big old tune for emos.
But they also covered The Killers.
Oh, what? Miss Brightside?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
and it was good.
Yeah.
Performance, an 8.
So?
Really good. Really good. So that is again. 23.
Yeah, I saw We the Kings back in the day when they supported You Me at Six on a tour. When like obviously they first started kind of popping off and Check Your Juliet was like huge. And I can't remember how they just played and we were like walking through the venue and like he used to have like massive bushy ginger hair.
Yeah,
like,
he
it was-
top knotted it.
Yeah, it was fucking he's like huge, and he walked past us, and we instantly knew like who he was. And my friends were like, "Oh my god, can we have a picture?" And he was just like, "No, I'm busy," and then just like walked away. And we were like, "All right, fuck you, man."
He also, I just remembered when they played Mr. Brightside at the end of the song.
Yeah.
He like thanked everyone for singing along, and he was like, that's one of our greatest achievements and one of the best songs that I've ever written. Just like took full credit for it.
Fair. Yeah, I mean, I've seen his stuff on TikTok, and he's quite funny to be.
Yeah,
But yeah,
proper
cool.
dude. Right now we're doing a little sidestep from bands because at this point I needed Scran.
Okay.
So, this is a place I've been to before.
Mm.
I went to a food festival the other month and I got from this place. And it's a shout out because it's a local company. Big Mouth Gyoza.
Oh yeah.
They do gyoza loaded fries.
Sold.
And, right, I'm only bringing it up because these chips changed my life. You know, like when you get a triple cooked chip?
A triple cooked chip.
Yeah, where they get like super crispy on the outside.
Yeah.
So you like fry them and then you cool them and then you fry them and then you cool them.
And then you fry them.
That's 3.
Yeah.
Triple. Imagine they did that
Big
a
triple.
1,000 times.
Okay.
So you get the ultimate crunch.
Is there any potato left?
Yeah, man. Believe it or not.
Okay.
And they did like, have you ever had chip spice before?
Yeah.
They did like, it was like
What do you think? I'm an uncultured swine.
I mean, it's from Hull, mate. So,
All right.
but it was like Korean chip spice,
Oof.
and it was just unbelievable.
Full of MSG.
Yeah,
That's what you want.
it was mint.
MSG
I was
is the greatest
severely
flavour there is.
dehydrated, and it was
Nice.
great.
Good.
I'm giving that a Scran rating of 10 because it's genuinely changed my life.
All right. Fair.
And I can now die happy.
Very cool.
Value was a 6.
Oh, was it expensive?
Yeah, everything was expensive.
Yeah, I mean there was our festivals now. Like,
Yeah. I think
Fucking
it was like
£2 a bottle of
13
water.
It was like 13 quid for a small portion of chips and 5 gyoza.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, it wasn't.
The gyozas were like fucking little
Like what you'd expect.
ditty boys.
Yeah. And a little dipping sauce.
Mm.
Beers,
But
again, expensive. How much for a pint? I want to see if I'm just being tight Yorkshireman, and if are Welsh people like
yeah.
tight? Are they tight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to say like £3.50.
Fuck off! You can't get a pint for £3.50 anywhere.
£4.
Are you
I don't
mad?
know. I don't drink beers.
Yeah, fair. It was £7.50.
£7.50.
And let it be known that is the cheapest pint that you can get. I paid £9 for one in the craft beer tent.
That's fucking ludicrous.
Yeah. And
That's
that was
insane.
the Slam Dunk IPA, so that's like own brand shit.
Wild.
It's Slam Dunk IPA though is great.
Well, it must be something.
I imagine that they would work with Kirkstall Brewery or
Yeah,
someone like that, and they
Yeah, fair.
do it. But it was really good. Value is a 5.
Yeah, it's a fucking 2 more like.
No, I mean I paid the same price at my chem last. What was it last year? Year before?
That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but that was
year before.
yeah, but whenever you buy beers at a fucking venue, it's always gonna be expensive.
Yeah, it is, but it was quite expensive.
O2 arenas are fucking wild for it. It's like £12 a pint.
Yeah.
I don't know, O2.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It is a bit mad. But it's a good beer. So it got a value rating of 5, Scran rating of 8.
All right, fair.
Back to the bands.
What are we doing with the Scran rating?
It's
Let's
just
go.
there. It's just
They're
there.
just there.
Just about,
If you want to know, it's there.
just a bit of information.
All right, cool. Back to the bands.
Then
Next band you saw was
the Blackout.
Yes,
Your boys.
the boys. It's the boys, man. Fucking
So-
lovely.
They were. I've seen them live multiple times pre-breakup.
I think I've seen the Blackout more times than I've seen any band ever.
Oh really?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were the best that I've ever seen them.
When I saw them a few months ago, they were insane.
Yeah.
Like I was like, how are they still this good?
Yeah. They're like, because they used to be hit or miss. I used to think.
Okay.
I think because they were showmen,
Yeah, it's
and
Everyone's having
sometimes
a
you can't.
you miss out on the performance.
Something's got to
yeah,
go at
yeah,
some
yeah,
point.
yeah. Because he's just pissing about, throwing up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
he's always throwing up.
this time
Did he throw up?
I didn't see him throw up,
Oh, okay.
but they were very fucking good. Mullet game, 10.
He's got a
Sean Smith's mullet
good old mullet on
is
him.
fucking unbelievable, man. It's great. It's really good. And obviously they did the best in town front to back,
Yes.
which was mint. I forgot how many bangers are on that album.
That album is insane.
It's all bangers,
It's
really,
so
isn't
good.
it? It's just all bangers.
Front to back, it's a fucking big old bang after banger. Josh Franceschi came out, did he? Sing
He did, yeah.
song?
He did. He came and did. Is it the last song of the album?
No.
Sixth to last?
It's
It's towards the end.
yeah. What song is it? I don't care
This
what
is why
you're
we can't have
thinking.
nice
That's the one.
things. CA came out and did that,
Mm.
which was great. Sean Smith did a little dig, and he was like, I just want to say a big thank you to like Nilla's people, and he was like, I knew me at 6, and he went, and if there's one thing that I've learned, don't fucking leave your band. I was like, gee. He's like, it's a mistake. Don't do it. I was like, fair. But yeah, Josh came out. He was really good. It was a pretty good vibe. It wasn't like popping.
Okay, interesting.
I gave the vibe an 8.
Hmm.
I was having a great time.
Hmm.
I think it was the elders that were having a good time.
Yeah, okay.
They
They've not released anything in like what 10 years.
Yeah.
And like even then, the last thing they
They
released
dropped
wasn't any
off.
good.
Yeah, they dropped.
So
off,
they haven't
yeah.
released anything good in like 15 years.
Yeah, to be honest, I think I like the Blackout, and I've kind of got more appreciation for the latest stuff now, weirdly, or like the last couple of years. But I think I kind of checked out after the best in town, really.
The one after that was
They
good.
did Hope.
Hope
didn't
Hope
they?
was great.
They had a couple of good. The singles on it were good, but I never really got into the album. But I think that was more because I was at that age where, in my head, I was probably too cool for that.
Okay,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
No,
was like-
I liked Hope. Hope was a good album. Best in town though, by far the best.
And just for audio listeners, when I said too cool for that, I did put it in inverted commas
Yeah.
with my
'Cause
finger.
he's a fucking dweeb.
Yeah. No, because I don't. I'm not actually too cool for that. But
Yeah,
I
'cause he's a
think
fucking dweeb.
I think I probably thought I was too cool for that. Vibe was an 8. Banger ratio an 8.
Oh.
You could argue that you could go a bit higher, but I think it was an 8 because I think that all of them were bangers, but I don't think they were necessarily. We've set a level. We've set a precedent of what a banger is with We the Kings now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, no, because I think.
Well, I've just watched.
I know
I've
what you
just watched
mean.
Beating Hearts Baby, and then I've just watched Checklist Juliet. Neither of them have a Beating Hearts. Blackout don't have a Beating Hearts Baby or a Checklist Juliet.
Not to the same, like maybe extent, but if you count all of the ones they have together, you take every song on Best in Town and some of the ones from Hope. Yo, that's the same as one. Yeah, if you take all of the Blackout bangers and add them all together, that's like one fucking Check Yes Juliet.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
I mean you're not wrong. You're not wrong, but I also the reason that it's an 8 and not higher is because knowing the Blackout, there are some bangers. Because they were doing the Best in Town in full, they didn't have any time because it was a festival set.
Yeah, they would
to chuck in,
the rest, yeah.
We had Tick Tick Booms
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Do you have a song called Tick Tick Boom?
Yeah.
I want to shake all this.
Yeah.
That one.
I want to shake those hips.
I just said I want to shake those lips.
That's
It's like,
Give me the lips, baby.
so I give that an
Asian
8.
Cocktail. Great song.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
So good.
Yeah.
What's the one with the tappies? Fashion Conscious Suicide.
Oh, mate.
Beautiful.
Oh, chef's kiss.
Do you know what I mean?
Performance was an 8. Great.
It's 3 8s.
3 8.
The highest we got so far. 28.
Yeah, that checks out for me as well.
What's 3 8s?
24.
That's what I said. 24.
24.
What's funnier than 24?
25. Fucking hell. Shitting hell.
SpongeBob. All right, next band.
There's some bands that I didn't really see that I've made just a bit of information on.
Yeah.
Mallory Knox, didn't see him.
You didn't see Mallory Knox?
Nah, but didn't regret it because everyone told me that this sound cut out about a million times during the set.
Interesting. I saw a few people say that they were fucking good.
Yeah,
But
apparently they had lots of sound issues. But at the point when that happened, so between the Blackout and the next band that I saw, I think it was between then. Whenever Mallory Knox was playing, there was. Bear in mind, it's been dry all day.
they're pissing it down.
Absolutely, the heavens opened for like 10 minutes, and it was the heaviest rain that
At one
I've
point-
ever experienced in my life.
At one point, I was here at home and I was just like looked outside. And I was like, I'm glad I didn't fucking go today.
It was only like 10 minutes, but it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like ridiculous.
Mm.
End of the world shit.
Jeez.
So I think that probably had something to do with the sound issues.
Okay, yeah, fuck
Something was going on.
So you didn't see Mallory Knox,
No, I didn't see Mallory Knox.
but did you give him a rating?
No.
Okay, next band.
Fuck 'em.
Fuck 'em.
And then when I was sat under an umbrella for 10 minutes,
Mm.
deciding what the fuck we were going to do with our life if this continues,
Yeah.
H2O were playing. Do you know H2O?
The Australian
Nope.
Nickelodeon show.
No.
Cleo,
Just had water.
Cleo, the condensation.
No, not that.
That's the one.
H2O are a positive hardcore straight edge band, and from like a
From
long time
Australia?
ago. No,
Fuck yeah, mate. T
I
right.
imagine they're from like
Fucking Aussie,
I
mate.
think they're from like LA, maybe
Leo.
like California.
The condensation.
Fuck's sake.
We do
But
good.
they sounded really good, and it looked like everyone was having the best time in the rain.
Fair. Whoa, that's weird. H2O. They're having a good time in the rain.
I think it was raining when that was going on. I remember being
Illuminati
stood
confirmed.
and listening to them, and I wasn't listening to anything else. So I think that it was when it was pissing it down.
Fair. Next band. Here we go.
So there's a little interim here because obviously it rained.
Fucking, how many interims we had?
A fucking lot, mate.
There.
Shit got really fucking muddy at that point.
Yeah.
Like real fucking bad. Real bad. And then we watched Ghost Inside.
Okay.
Who were fucking unbelievable.
Okay.
Like, Jordan, I can't. Absolutely flawless.
Yeah.
Like, so good. So tight.
Mm.
They opened with... I know you've not listened to them that much.
I listened to the new album because you were like, you need to check it out. And I'll be honest, I took it off my playlist.
Really?
Yeah, I was just a bit bored with it.
Mate, it's so fucking good.
Yeah. I just took it off my
I'm
playlist.
going to chuck like a video in like here. It's so fucking good. So tight. So heavy. They open with a song called Engine 45, which is probably their biggest song.
Mm.
And I remember I was on my way to the bar. I was like, oh, I'll go get beers before they start. And it starts with like, it's like a bell ringing. And then just and just fucking big two-y riffs.
Mm.
And I was like walking to the bar and my feet were shuffling in a little two-step motion under the mud. It was very dangerous. I loved every second of it. Yeah, they were mint.
Fair?
We didn't have any. I thought they were going to do like pyros and shit like that. I thought they were going to have like a bit more of a stage show. They didn't. They just played some riffs. I think the third song in they had to stop because someone got very badly injured. I think because they started a song and
Wall of death.
they stopped it pretty quickly and they were like, we need a medic.
Jesus.
And everyone went silent. And I was saying to my mate, I was like, I hate that feeling.
Yeah.
Like when you're at a gig and they like stop it and they're like, we need a medic, we need like help here right now. There's like part of my heart that just fucking stops and I'm like, fuck, shit.
Yeah.
Like we saw Hawthorne Heights
Jesus.
a couple of years ago at the parish in Huddersfield.
Nice. Good. Little tiny venue.
And like the first song, this girl was on the stage and she jumped to crowd surf and she just fell straight through and broke her neck.
Jesus.
And everyone was removed from the venue for about half an hour.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it was, I remember like everyone in that room went silent.
Yeah.
And because it was a small venue as well,
Yeah.
like you could physically see that the band looked uncomfortable. They were like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like this could be bad. And
Well,
it's
kids,
just horrible.
If you're going to a festival or a venue or a gig, stay safe.
stay safe.
Wear protection.
But yeah, they were mint. They all got dealt with. They dealt with it very well. And they were just absolutely unbelievable. Right. This is big numbers. Vibe. Actually, I'm going to change that.
Oh, last minute change could be the end of the band. Will they clinch the top spot? Come back after the break.
Right. Vibe. 9.
Sheesh.
Just because I love them. Everyone now has loved them.
And everyone
Everyone
having a
around
good time?
us was
Everyone's
having
a good time.
a great
That's
time.
what you want. That's good vibe.
Banger ratio 9.
Yeah, if you're a big fan of them and they're playing all the good songs.
It was just non-stop.
I feel like I said, because I'm not really someone who's listening to them. Maybe for me, I would have been like,
yeah. But if you're into them, it was a great set list.
okay, fair.
It was very consistent. Performance 10.
Nice.
They were so tight, man. Ridiculous. Unbelievable.
What's that? 28.
That is 28. But you know, like all the like story of the all being in the crash and stuff.
Yeah, they were in that car crash and the drummer lost a leg.
Leg.
A
Yeah.
leg.
Leg.
How's he? What's he playing with? Oh, has he got like a prosthetic?
Yeah. So when he has like his normal prosthetic,
Yeah.
and he takes the prosthetic off when he sits down at the throne and he gives it to his tech, and he has like a prosthetic that's built into his double kick.
Oh, that's
So
sick.
he locks his leg into his double kick drum.
He is the kick drum.
Yeah.
That's dope.
How fucking sick is
That's
that?
pretty cool.
His dad built it for him
That's
when
cool.
when he was doing the rehab and stuff.
Fair.
He built him like a kick pedal and
That's
shit.
fucking sick.
Insane.
Yeah, no, I remember it happened when it happened, it was fucking crazy.
It was really bad. My mate was on tour with Asking Alexandria in America. I think it was on Warped Tour. And he's a producer, so like he owned the studio and he was recording stuff with Asking Alexandria, and he got hold of some gear. So the bus that Gus Inside were on, it was like a studio bus, which is the same as what he was working on. So it's like the back half is like a mobile recording studio, and he got given some stuff that was on the bus, and he had this like studio compressor that was bent in half. Like a rack compressor that was bent in the middle,
Fair.
but it still fully functions.
Sick.
So it was like sick.
That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool thing to have. All right, so they're winning at the moment, 28. Next.
Yeah, boy.
What are we on?
I saw like one song of Air. Haven't rated them for that reason.
Who?
Asking Alexandria.
Oh, okay.
Danny Warsnott plays guitar now.
Who?
Danny Warsnott, the singer.
Oh, yeah.
He plays guitar now because Ben Bruce has left.
Okay. What, sing
So-
and play?
Yeah,
Okay.
for a lot of the songs, he was rocking a guitar.
Fair.
A lot of the bits that I saw, he was playing guitar. I was like, what
Yeah.
the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
I saw them do final episode.
Yeah.
He just didn't scream.
Oh, my God.
No, he just didn't do anything.
Shouldn't do it.
He just let the crowd do it.
I mean, you would.
He did the now
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But the bit that you want him to do, the oh my gods,
You didn't do it.
didn't even fucking bother, mate.
Let down.
Which I was disappointed in.
But you didn't see their full set.
No.
Okay.
Then I went across to see LS Dunes,
Oh, yeah.
who,
Little Frankie boy.
yeah,
Little fucking, what's his name? Alex Green? Alex Green? No.
Anthony Green.
Anthony Green. That's his
Anthony
name.
Green, yeah.
What a guy.
My opening to this note is, what a band. Frank Iero is underrated as fuck.
Well,
No, as like a guitarist,
okay.
he's underrated as fuck.
Okay, fair.
I think people go, Frank Iero is great because he was like the emo idol
Yeah.
just for being quirky
Yeah, fair.
and funny.
Yeah.
As a guitarist, he is underrated as fuck.
Riffing, shredding.
Yeah, man. The way that he writes the guitar parts and stuff, unbelievable. When you listen to the songs as well, like I've listened to like all of Frank's like solo projects and stuff like that, and now when I listen to LS Tunes, I can go, Frank's written that part and it's sick.
Yeah.
Just mint, super tight, performance unbelievable. My problem, there wasn't as many people there as should have been there,
Really?
but they were on at the same time as Boys Like Girls.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Boys Like Girls have a bigger pull than LS Dunes. Especially the fact you've got people like Frank Iero and Anthony Green.
Yeah.
Two of the biggest emo icons that ever existed in the early 2000s.
But I think how many people are gonna, like, I went to see LS Tunes on my own,
Yeah.
Everyone else went to see Boys Like Girls.
That's insane.
Just for clarity.
Well, yeah, I guess if you're thinking of like fucking songs, I mean, you know, I'm gonna think of the Boys Like Girls songs.
Yeah, like at this point, I was in a group of like there was like 6 of us that were like with each other all day. When it got to this point, everyone started like going
their
separate
own
ways.
way.
But this was the first one where everyone was like, "We're not going to see anyone other than Boys Like Girls."
That's crazy.
But everyone that was there was really fucking into it. Like,
They're fucking
popping
good,
off.
man. They're so good.
And they were really good. And do you know what? I saw them last year, or maybe the year before. It's the only time that they've come to the UK than this. But they were really good. But Anthony Green's vocals weren't like 10.
Okay.
They weren't like, they were good, but they weren't like 10. This time, fuck me. They've just got, you can tell, because when they did that tour, it was basically as the album dropped. So it was like the first live
fresh.
shows that they'd ever really done. I think they did a
yeah.
couple of shows in the US and then they came to the UK. So they were super fresh. They are so tight now.
Fair.
And they're like a proper band.
Yeah.
They just plug into amps and just fucking
Just go.
play.
Yeah,
There's no backing tracks. No one's playing to a click.
It's no Kempers.
They're just fucking going, man. And it sounds great.
Fair.
10.
10.
Well, actually, Vibe 8.
Oh.
But that was mainly due to there not being.
Not being too many people there.
Yeah, there was like.
Everyone's at Boys and Girls. Throw it away.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
We'll make the great escape.
Banger Ratio. I'm a big Ellis Dunes fan, and of all of this, they've not got a massive amount of songs. All of the set, they couldn't have written a better set.
Fair.
10.
Nice.
Performance 10.
Nice. So what's that? 28.
That's 28.
So they're on par with fucking Ghost
TGI.
Inside.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
So this is where shit started to get interesting.
Mm.
So my wife and child had left pre-Ellis Dunes.
Okay.
So Bevs were
Flowing. Bevs are in, boys.
Quite drastically. So I went to walk back to see my friends, and it's like on a hill,
Yeah.
and it was muddy, man.
You've fallen down all the time.
So I was
that hill's fucking steep as well.
yeah. So I was going up the hill, and I slipped a bit, and this girl was walking down the hill, and she went, "Oh, nearly," and then I went, and then carried on walking, slipped again, and a guy next to me, and he looked at me as if to say, "He nearly fucked it." And then I looked at him and I went, I think I'm going to have to take this slower. Because I was walking like fast to get to my mates. And as I finished that sentence, my foot went from underneath me and I just went fucking down in the mud. Like straight down. And I was already soaked. I was absolutely drenched. My t-shirt was absolutely drenched because when we were stood under the umbrella, my back was just getting absolutely pelted.
Yeah.
So my t-shirt was wet and now it was absolutely caked in mud. So I was like, I have no other option but to go and buy a new outfit.
Yeah. So you went to nice.
Also, this t-shirt. So I had to buy this t-shirt as an emergency thing. I was like, I don't really want Slam Dunk merch. I was like, I don't really want
The beef.
No, I was like, no, just none of it was like super appealing to me.
I mean, I like the Crank t-shirt.
Yeah, and I was like, I'll wear this.
Yeah.
Just anytime. The quality of this shirt is absolute fucking garbage. The other day, this morning, I was sat in front of my kitchen window.
The Fruit of the Loom shirt.
The sun was coming in through the window, and I looked at my arm, and it was entirely see-through. And I paid 30 quid for it.
Jesus Christ.
Absolute trash. So yeah, I had to buy a change of clothes.
Fuck you, Kerrang.
Yeah.
Your shit t-shirts.
Yeah, it was not ideal. So then I went to see Funeral for a Friend.
Beautiful. How was that?
With Lucas from Holding Absence. Right, so
Lucas is so good. He's insane.
I was not.
Was it not good?
No.
Okay, here we go. I'm not put words in your mouth.
I've written so many notes. I feel like I've like fully taken control of this. I've got all of this shit down.
This is going to be the longest episode yet. We're an hour and 5 minutes in.
I wasn't super buzzing. I didn't think it would sound good. And that's not to say Lucas is a bad vocalist by any standard.
It's so different.
Such a different vocal style.
Yeah.
And I was like, I also don't want Lucas to do anything different to what Lucas does.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But I was like, I can't see those two things marrying up. However, fucking smashed it.
Nice.
It was really good. I don't know whether he toned it down a bit.
Yeah, maybe.
Toned down the Lucas a bit.
Yeah, maybe try to sing it as close as he can to the original.
Because it's like the Funeral for a Friend vocals are very like, they're not all up and down the scale. They're like very
one bit
small range.
Yeah.
But he absolutely fucking smashed it. They played all the hits that you would expect here: Your Roses for the Dead, Your Streetcar, all that stuff. They also threw in some like more obscure songs. They had an album called Welcome Home Armageddon.
Yeah.
They played some songs off that. They played Into Oblivion.
Nice.
Which was great.
Big old.
They've only recently started playing that again, and it's like
such a good song.
So good. But
so why is the singer not doing it anymore?
I don't know. Do you know what I think it is? So when they put out the statement, I think they basically said, "I don't want to tour anymore. I don't want to. I'm out."
Well, I mean,
I think
they've stopped being a band like maybe 15 years ago.
Yeah, but I think
they've just been doing this since.
Yeah, but I think what it is because they've started touring more. So it used to be that they would just do festivals.
Yeah.
And I've seen them at least once a year.
I've seen them more now than I have when they were an actual band.
And you're Welsh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Fucking speeding ticket.
Yeah, I was going to say you got a fucking speeding ticket. Yeah, so I think what it is I think the rest of the band, it sounds like they're wanting to work on new music and maybe do more.
Yeah.
And I imagine that the situation is that wasn't the deal.
Yeah.
The deal was we're going to do some festivals and we're going to do like some shows every once in a while playing the songs that people grew up with and we grew up with.
Yeah.
And it's going to be fun and there's no stress. Whereas I think the rest of them, when they've started doing that, have then gone, actually
should write some new songs.
Sure, yeah. Do you know what I mean? I think that's what the case is.
But
one thing that I did put, so just go over the score. Vibe 9, banger ratio 8, performance 8.
Okay.
The reason that the performance has come down, I kind of put it in performance. I think that they always sound, and when I say they always sound, I mean like the mix of everything sounds dated.
Yeah.
When they're on a bill with bands, they'd like follow the last band that I saw on that stage was the Ghost Inside.
Yeah.
Who are like super tight, chunky guitars, modern sound.
Yeah.
I think that they use like Neural DSP or something like Funeral for a Friend now. I don't think they're just on like the amps that they used to tour with, but it's mixed very
2006.
Yeah. There's no chunk.
Yeah.
And they did like at one point they did a breakdown. I'd sent to my mate and I went, "This is the most 2005 breakdown that you'll ever hear, like in 2024."
Yeah, fair.
There's just like no smack to it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think so. That is a 25.
25,
baby.
Second place. No. Yes, I don't know where we got to. Find out at the end.
We'll find out at the end. Next band. I had no intention of seeing this band, but I did see them because my friend literally wouldn't leave.
Okay.
I Prevail.
Oh, yeah.
I've never listened to them before other than that one song.
That one song.
The
Hurricane. Big old fucking bop.
But I'd heard that song. I had heard that song before, but I didn't realise it was them. I always get them and Ice Nine Kills mixed up.
Very different bands, but yes.
But
Yeah.
I think that's it. And I think they were kind of popped off at about the same time.
Well, I Prevail were a YouTube band.
Were they?
They were like, what are they called? What's the big YouTube band called? Our Last Night.
I mean, Our Last Night were a band before that, though.
Yeah, but they're a big YouTube
They're
band.
a big YouTube band. Though,
Yeah, but I Prevail were a big YouTube band. They did a lot of covers. I think they did a huge Blank Space.
They played that.
Yeah, that's like a big fucking song for them.
Yeah.
Because they did a cover and it like popped off on YouTube.
Yeah. But fuck me, are they good?
Yeah, they're great.
They're heavy as shit.
Yeah. They're kind of like Bad Omens-y.
Yeah, I thought that.
Yeah.
Because it's good. There's like the electronic and there's like the softer bits, electronic elements, but then heavy as balls.
Yeah, they're good, man.
I got a video. I'll drop it in.
Drop it in. Here we go.
It's so fucking heavy, and I was like shocked because the only song that I really knew was that Hurricane song.
Yeah.
And I feel like I heard it when we did that video, but the only other time that I've heard that song is like between bands at gigs.
Yeah.
And like I hear it on the thing, and I just am aware of it from that.
Fair. Yeah.
But they're heavy as shit, and I wasn't expecting to be heavy as shit. So I gave them a 7 for vibe.
Nice.
Banger ratio, I haven't scored them on, which
you
is
didn't
a
really know any
problem
songs.
because I didn't really know any
So
songs.
apart from the Taylor Swift cover, and
I could give it a 5 to make it fair.
Okay.
Because it seemed like if you knew them,
well, yeah, I mean,
they were bangers.
What were people around?
People
you?
were really into it.
All right, fair.
Like really into it.
We'll give it a 5.
Give it a 5. Performance 9.
Nice.
Really fucking tight.
Fair.
Ridiculous.
Mm.
I think the singer mentioned that they were down their clean vocalist, so someone else was doing the clean vocals.
I
Another
don't
member
know.
was doing the clean vocals.
Fair.
I think he wasn't there. I can't remember why. I think he had throat surgery.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, he had surgery on his throat and he hadn't recovered in time.
That's mad. Fair.
So the other guitarist did the
Yeah. Oh, they've got a good like YouTube channel. They do a lot of like videos where they talk about just behind the scene band stuff. It's really interesting.
And then we
wait. What was that? What was that number?
That was
759.
14 plus 7 is 21.
21. Wasn't that
Which
plus 10?
feels low for them, but I didn't see the whole set. I wasn't planning on being there, and to be honest, because we'd made arrangements to be somewhere else, and my mate was pissed and going, "I'm not fucking going anywhere." I spent most of their set being like, "We need to go," and she kept going. She kept fully gaslighting me, being like, "No, they're going to meet us here." I was like, "They're absolutely not.
No one's meeting us yet.
We've made arrangements, and it's not that they're coming back here." And she's like, "That." At one point, you'll hear it. I'll play a voice note later of my experience, but at one point, I just said, if you don't come with me, you're literally gonna die here, because she was battered. I was like, you will die. You will die.
This is it. This is the end for you.
Well, I went up to Yumi at 6.
Okay. So
In short, I left her.
we're at the end. Yeah, we're at the end now.
I went to see Yumi at 6.
Yeah.
So they'd already started playing by the time I got there. I walked in. Save It to the Bedroom was playing.
Yes.
Set fire saver through the bedroom.
Fucking mint. They're like, another band like the Blackout. It was the best I've ever seen them play.
Fair.
I've seen them loads. Hands down the best I've ever seen them play, and
Yeah.
it was the best set list that I've ever seen them do.
Nice. I've seen them quite a lot of times as well, and like when you said about the Blackout, like it's similar with them, where it's like sometimes it's very hit or miss. Like sometimes Josh can be really good, and other times he can be very like half-assed.
Yeah, but I think as well, the times that I've seen him, it's been headline sets. I saw him at headline set at 2000 Trees a couple of years ago, and I've seen him like do things like that where they've got a new album to plug, and in short, not being a dick, I don't give a fuck about the album.
Yeah.
I want the stuff that I grew up with.
Yeah.
I
like some of their new stuff. It's
Again,
good.
was it Just Say the Word?
Oh, that's a great song.
Like that. They threw that in there,
What's
and
it?
that's one that I've heard them play at those things, and like when I've seen them in the past, and I've gone. Even though I don't know this song and I've got no connection with this song, this is a fucking banger.
There's a song off one of their most recent album called Glasgow, and it's so fucking good.
Really?
It's probably one of their best songs they've done since like fucking what was it called? Fresh Start Fever.
Yeah.
It's like it's so good.
Fair. Well,
Cavalier Youth, that's what the album's called.
Oh yeah.
So it's good. Check it out.
They did like they did throw old stuff in. They did Kiss and Tell.
Nice.
They like just smattered in some old ones. They played Liar in the Lighter, and everyone cried.
Which one's that?
We're like knots and crosses.
No, that's
Not Liar in the Lighter. Not Liar in the Lighter. The fucking
always attract.
Always Attract. That's the
Yeah.
one. Not Liar in the Lighter.
I was gonna say, the fuck's
The
that?
Liar in the Lighter was on their first EP. It was their acoustic song on their
Oh,
first
okay.
EP. Didn't play Liar in that. I would have fucking died.
That
it
would
didn't.
if they would have played fucking Noises. You Me at 6. If you're listening to this, right, on your last fucking tour you ever do, I want fucking Noises. Promise.
This turbulence is beautiful.
This turbulence is beautiful. Give me one of them
Some of
for
that.
fuck's sake. It needs
of
to
that shit.
happen.
Some of them breathy screams, bruh. Yeah, it was really fucking good. I just didn't think I knew loads of songs until the chorus, but then I was all in. And then my final note is mashed by this point. I was absolutely battered.
Yeah, fair.
My body hurts from the amount that I danced in
Nice.
their set.
You Me at 6, man. They've got so many good songs.
And actually, I'd scored The Ghost Inside this score earlier, and I was like, oh no, maybe not. I am going to score this.
Keep it.
I'm going to keep this score. And it's 10s across the board.
Hands across the board, baby. You Me at 6. Win.
Yeah.
Clean sweep.
It's
30.
clean. And and the thing is, I wasn't expecting it at all.
Yeah, that's
And they
to be
just
fair.
absolutely cleaned up.
For you to give You Me at 6 full 10s is
The vibe was so good, man.
Mm.
They played so well. They did Bite My Tongue.
yes.
And Josh Franceschi did all the screams.
He's
he
really
did all
good.
the...
Yeah, he's good at it. isn't he?
Mate,
It's insane.
absolutely fucking
Yeah,
killed
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Out of nowhere. Yeah, it was really good. The set list, the way the set list flowed was mint. Just unbelievable.
Fair.
Unbelievable. Yes, really, really muddy. I've kind of summed it up, but I feel like we've covered all these sum up things anyway, but it was really good. I'm just going to play you this voice note. This is kind of a sum up. So I was voice noting my mate. I've never sent a voice note in my life, and I sent like 6 to my mate
Nice.
yesterday.
They're fun, aren't
I'm going to send you the file and we'll drop it in.
they? Okay.
But I'll play this to you. Life update. There's piss everywhere in the floor. There's like piss mud. It's all piss mud now. You Me at 6 are very good. They're just doing non-stop bangers. I'm going back now, so you're probably going to stop hearing stuff because it's going to just be bangers. I left Anna because she wouldn't leave. She wanted to see I Prevailed. And she was convinced that Aiden was coming back, but he's seen You Me at 6, so I just left her. The last thing I told her that she was gonna die here, and then I left. But we're gonna find her at some point, maybe. We're gonna go seek some more beds. Then we're gonna get a large vegan burrito. I'm gonna inhale it into my face. I know this You Me at 6 song. Hang on, I think it's another banger. I'm gonna have to leave because there's bangers happening. Follow you, but I am not what you are. Flawless in every way, beside you. It's just you.
Oh, that's a great song.
So that voice note just shows how much fun that you can have
Great time.
by about 9 p.m.
Nice.
if you go to Slam Dunk next year.
Fair.
I think if you went last year and go, I'm never going again, it's back, baby.
It's back, baby. It's better than ever. Slam Dunk, we're fucking
To
rolling.
say that it was the shittest circumstances that Slam Dunk could have happened,
Yeah,
it was mint.
fair. That's good.
And I went from 9 o'clock in the morning being like, I can't think of anything worse
Yeah.
than going and doing this right now,
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah. Having a great
Living
time.
my best life.
Fair.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Fucking all right. So
fucking do it.
next year, then I'm definitely going.
We'll see you there, baby.
We'll see. Maybe we'll fucking be in the fucking media tent talking to some
Do you
people.
know what I mean?
Let's see where we get with that.
Yeah,
We
let's
probably
see.
won't.
Probably won't. Because they know that we'll fucking buy tickets anyway.
Yeah,
There you go. Well,
they're watching. They're like, hang on a second. You said you were gonna go this
we're
year.
going to give them free tickets when that guy's been every year for the past 12 years. Fuck off.
Fuck off. Sick. Well, it's good. I'm glad that it's good. Because yeah, it's not. Last year was a shame.
It was a crying shame.
When it used to be in the cities, I used to go all the fucking time,
Yeah.
and it was so good.
I've seen like every iteration of Slam Dunk now, I think,
Yeah.
since the cockpit.
Oh yeah, I didn't go then. I went when it started, when they branched out to the Midlands.
Yeah.
I went to the Midlands a few times because obviously it was closest for me. Midlands was great. Fucking when it was in Wolverhampton Civic Centre, sick. And then they moved it to the Birmingham NEC.
Yeah.
That was okay. And then they got rid of it. Shame. But then obviously they moved it out into Temple Newsham.
Yeah.
I think it's cool that it's now a big festival. I miss it when it was in the city because when it was in Leeds City, it was so fucking cool.
Yeah, that was the peak for me, I think.
But then like there was,
This setup is growing on me a lot more.
I like it.
It's growing on me a lot more.
It makes a lot more sense.
It feels more like a festival.
Yeah.
But you can go home and go to bed.
Yeah. But like when it was in the city, it was great. It was so cool because like you wouldn't have that problem of not having any food because like I would just go to Subway.
You could go spoons, man.
Yeah, you go spoon. Like it's
Do you know what I
fine.
mean?
Like
Yeah.
but like the problem is like because they were actual venues, there was a capacity.
Yeah.
And like if you wanted to go into the O2 to see someone, if it was full, it was one in, one out. If no one's coming out, then you're not going in.
Yeah.
Which happened to me a few times when I was there. I think I missed. Do you remember Fort Hope?
Okay.
I missed Fort Hope because I couldn't get into the O2.
We were talking about this yesterday. So 10 years ago, we played. Like when we just started, we played, and it was when it was at the uni, and it absolutely pissed it down then. And they had one stage, I think, outside in. When I say a tent, it wasn't a tent. It was like a marquee that you'd have a wedding in.
Nice.
And like all of the bands that I wanted to see were in there. Let Live, Pierce the Veil, The Devil Wears Prada, Sleeping with Sirens. Unbelievable lineup.
Yeah.
But it was essentially in a shit gazebo. So they had to reduce the capacity, and they had people coming in 20-minute intervals with big sticks to push the water off the top of the roof. Not even fucking kidding. But you just couldn't get in all
That's
day.
crazy.
I saw, once we got in, we got in towards the end of the day, we saw Hands Like Houses, do you remember?
Yeah.
Hands Like Houses, Devil Wears Prada, Sleeping with Sirens, and Pierce the Veil. And it was mint, but it was like, it was so, this year, at least when it rained, there was bits where you could go for cover. They had like a craft beer tent that you could go in. You could go into like one of the tent stages. It wasn't like a complete like disaster. And we live in fucking England, man.
It's always gonna fucking rain.
If it's gonna fucking rain, just get a bit wet.
Yeah.
It's
Get
fine.
some waterproof.
I think once I'd resigned myself to the fact I could get absolutely fucking drenched and I could get caked in mud. I was fine. Because I was like, if I get covered in mud or I get drenched, I just go buy a fucking hoodie. And it's fucking worse.
But it was
Worst case
very
scenario.
humid, so at least you weren't cold.
And the sun came out like for like a good
for a
couple
little
of
bit.
hours.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
all
yeah,
right.
yeah.
There was a point when it was like really, like we took out of all the baby shit, we took like caps and sun cream and stuff out. And it got to like 3:00 and it was just hot.
Yeah.
And we were like, we've just got raincoats and we've got nothing.
Yeah.
We've got nothing to prepare for this at all.
Fair.
But-
the final question I've got about Slam Dunkers: were there any queues?
No, didn't queue once.
Interesting.
I went to the toilet about 4 times.
Even the merch tent.
Yeah, fine.
Interesting.
Absolutely fine.
Because it last year was fucked.
Absolutely fine.
There's-
To be fair, actually, I didn't go in the merch stand. I went to all the merch stands and had a little look. But they did more merch. There's more merch stands about as well. There's more. I don't know if there was a merch tent. All of the Slam Dunk merch bits had band merch on as well.
Okay, fair.
So I don't know whether they just divvied it up
Yeah.
across those. Do
Legend says people are still queuing from last year.
you know what I mean? Didn't queue food. Didn't queue for a piss. Didn't queue for a beer at any point. But to be fair, that was the only time I didn't queue last year. You didn't have to queue for beer, but if you wanted like anything that you need to survive,
Yeah. You need to queue.
you need to queue.
All right.
man.
So your scores, put them into Slam Dunk.
What?
The scores you had. So what was it? Vibe, bangers, and
Yeah,
performance. Put the same for the festival.
vibe. Sure, it was a 10.
10. Shoo.
Vibe was a 10. Bangers across the board. I'd say we're looking at, from what I saw, I'd say we're looking at a 7
All right.
for bangers. I saw a lot of bangers. And I think I think I could confidently say that every band that was on that lineup had at least one banger.
Sound. Yeah.
Which is a good sign for a lineup.
Yeah.
Performance, just all the performances just everywhere with 10. Even bits when I would walk past the 10,
You just
I was like, fuck. There was a bit where I was watching LS Dunes and Asking Alexandria were playing like on the main stage, like across the road, and they played songs. And Anthony Green just went, it was like started off with some like funky like kick snare bass line. And Anthony Green went into the microphone. He was just looking at the stage going, who the fuck is that? That sounds sick. Why are you guys here? That sounds fucking sick. I was like, yeah. I was like, to be fair, it does sound fucking good.
Did you see, you didn't catch Mom Jeans?
No, I didn't. I didn't have time. I wanted to. I'd only heard of them the other week.
Honestly, Mom Jeans are great.
But Mom Jeans do seem great. And I've only listened to that one song.
You should check
But
that album out because it's fucking good.
It seems like exactly my vibe. It's
so
like
good.
sad and
Yeah,
pop punk.
yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Well,
I
then.
like it. But yeah, sorry that it's so long. My main thing, I wanted to big up the festival after last year's shit show.
Yeah,
and I think a lot of people online are fucking jumping on the let's slag it off because it rained a bit and they had to put some precautions in for everyone's safety. That's just we live in the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Shit
it be
happens.
raining.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can't park in a field because it be raining.
It be raining. Sometimes it do be raining.
Sometimes it do be raining.
Well, I mean,
Is that what we're calling the
we're
episode?
calling it episode. Sometimes
So-
it do be raining. We'll see you next time.
See you there, guys.
Yeah, thanks for fucking watching. You just gotta hold that peace sign until I finish this. Thanks for watching. Make sure to follow us on all the social media. This ain't seen. It's a pod or it's a podcast. I don't know. Fucking something like that. Follow us both. I'm Jordan. This is Josh. See you later. Bye.
Bye.